guys, what's up today? I'm doing yet another lovely weekly review of High School Star Musical, aka STARMYU. And just so you know, this is my sister. She just wants to pop in and say hi to you guys. Don't we look alike? Now get out of my face. You might see her pop up every once in a while, but let's get into this review. So this week's review, every story is gonna have its climax, and every story is about to come to an end. In this case, STARMU is coming to an end. We have two more episodes, and that's a sad thing to say. So, hopefully, we in the future we hear that they get a season two, but for the time being, it's coming to a close. So, in this week's episode, we didn't come to find out, but we know that Team Otori has been demoted to a regular team versus them being a star team, and the star team has privileges, whereas like the grand hall auditorium that they originally were to perform in, because they are a regular team now, they've been demoted to perform for the outside performance, which has limited seating, I believe, and a smaller stage. But I say, that's not so bad because it's outside. And I mean, people will probably, if their performance is really good and someone is giving them a shout out, and then their music is really good, people's gonna want to come in, like bombard the school or something to come see their performance and liven it up and all that, and people will be like, yeah, this is so awesome, versus a auditorium which has limited seating, 1,200 seats, you know. But then when they explain saying that both Team Otori and Team Haragi's team will overlap each other, you know, then they come to say, more people want to see Team Haragi's performance versus Team Otori. So that was the bad part. But I'm still thinking people are going to want to see Team Otori's performance because it's outside. And you don't have to, wait till another time to see another performance in order to get a seat. You just come out, stand up, and just go cheer like you're at a concert. But in this episode, we've seen that Otori, he has a leave of absence, but he did not tell the rest of the team. So they're like, where did he go? How come he never told us anything? And they're in a state of confusion. And for the most part, it would have seemed that they were all drifting apart because of Otori. He held them together with his crazy antics and him just being fun and his boys, So it's like they were drifting apart. Everybody was getting super busy. Tengenji being performing in movies. Kuga, he with his work, and Sukagami, he's practicing to go into some play, and everybody's becoming so busy. But we come to find out that that's not the case. They were all trying to cope with Osuri leaving, and it wasn't a taboo, but they just didn't say his name for the sake of Hoshitani, because they felt like if they did say so, said his name a lot, he would have become more depressed, because they found out that Hoshitani really likes Otori. So that's why they never mentioned him much, but they all do miss him, and they were all trying their best to cope with him not being there. And this motivates them so much to work 10 times harder than any team in the star program, even against Team Haragi. So even with the absence of Otori, this team is stuck together like glue. Like, you can't break them apart. The brotherly love for Team Otori is so strong, and I admire that, because most people in this type of situation, they will break apart, drift apart, and there will be nothing to bring them back. And suppose the person that they need to come back sees something like this, not even that person will be able to bring them back together. So I like the fact that this team was able to hold strong just for when Otori decides to pop back up again. But for the time being, he is gone, and they have to keep strong in order to do their performance very well when it comes to the Ayanagi Festival. So that's all I have for this week's review of STARMYU. Check us out on Twitter and on Tumblr. Also, comment in the comment section below what was your most favorite part, how you think the ending is going to be. Do you think they're going to have a huge performance in the outside, like I said, or do you think something else? Also, check us out on Facebook. If you'd like to become a member on our Facebook page, just click the link in the description box below. Also, I have my P.O. box in the description box. So, if you like to send in some letters, fan mail, please do. I'd love to read that from you guys. And I'm Kimmy Chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later.